If time stopped, what would you do? In a world where everyone else is frozen in time, without the constraints of morality and law, the ugliness and desires of human nature would be infinitely magnified. And Juri's family possesses the ability to stop time. Not only are they not wealthy, but they are struggling on the edge of poverty. Grandfather is a drunkard, and Juri has just experienced her 18th failed job interview. Her brother, Tsubasa, is a useless and IITer who only leeches off his parents. One day, while Tsubasa was on his way to pick up his nephew Makoto from school, they were suddenly kidnapped by a gang of thugs. The useless brother tried to resist, but ended up receiving a merciless beating. When Juri heard the news, the kidnappers immediately demanded a ransom of 10 million yen. It had to be delivered to a designated location within 30 minutes. Otherwise they would kill the hostages. Father was as anxious as an ant on a hot pan. He took out the family's savings to go save them. But just then, grandfather suddenly stopped the father and daughter. They saw him take a yellow stone from the cabinet. He then cut his palm with a small knife and dripped his blood onto the stone. The moment the blood entered the stone, a dark red barrier quickly surrounded them. Before they could come to their senses, drifting in through the window came 3 bizarre jellyfish-like creatures. The instant the jellyfish entered their bodies, time seemed to stop ticking. Every object in the world also came to a standstill. Facing the father and daughter's confusion, grandfather explained that they had entered a world called stasis. As the name implies, it is a frozen world. In this world, besides the 3 of them, nothing else can move. The 3 quickly arrived at the location specified by the kidnappers. The armed kidnappers were extremely arrogant. The poor brother had been tortured beyond recognition. Seeing this, Juri stepped forward in anger, but a phantom suddenly began to emerge behind her. Grandfather hurriedly stopped Juri. The top priority was to save the hostages first. They could consider other things later. Juri wiped Makoto's tears and picked him up, but just as they were about to reach the door, a group of armed thugs unexpectedly appeared. They came menacingly. Without a word, they knocked father down with a single strike of a club. Before Juri could react, she was also knocked dizzy by a club. The buzz-cut man raised his club, about to take Juri's life. Just in the nick of time, grandfather grabbed a piece of broken glass from the floor and stabbed it into the man's leg. Only then was Juri saved. The blonde thug nearby raised his steel pipe and smashed it down. The grandfather and granddaughter vanished into thin air. They teleported outside the building. Seeing this, the accomplices outside hastily chased after them. Grandfather surprisingly activated his superpower again. This time, the 2 fell from the sky. Just then, the buzz-cut man took Makoto hostage, forcing the grandfather and granddaughter to obediently raise their hands and surrender. A giant creature appeared behind the man. Juri recognized it as the phantom from earlier, and it is the manager of Stasis.